Good morning, everyone. It is Monday. How's everybody? I just wanted to hop on here quickly. Um, I have been talking to some people, and some people know, maybe most people, but not everyone knows that sugar causes inflammation in the body. And over time, you can get um, some signs of that are disease in your body, disease in your body, joint pain. If you're eating sugar late at night or even eating late at night, you don't sleep as well. Your body's taking in that energy going, okay, what are we going to do with it? And so you just don't, your body's processing, and your blood sugar's going up and your body's just like, well, how are we going to use this? And so you don't sleep really well. Well, here I wanted to give a tip because I've seen this when I was working full time. Um, so I'm in my car. This is an impromptu thing. And I'm by a donut shop and I've got my coffee here with me. And so what is better than like donuts and coffee? And so that I'm not recommending that, right? That is, they kind of go together. But the biggest tip I wanted to give you today is you can reduce your sugars actually pretty easily. When I did this sugar shakedown back in, I think it was February this year. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun in here. And I think I remember a couple of people saying coffee, their coffee. Now, I actually drive around with my mug, physical mug in my car, but I add a little bit of creamer. I'm down to not needing any sugar. Um, but I think your coffee, if you go through some of the popular chains, it doesn't matter which one it is, right? They have all kinds of syrups and flavors and all these concoctions that they have made up themselves, let alone what you can order. And so my biggest tip for you today is just think about what you're putting in your coffee. If you're a coffee lover or even tea, even water, what are you adding to that? Reduce, you can, especially most coffee shops now, you can customize what you get. So say if you're getting the, I don't know, whatever flavored latte, ask them to reduce the sugar. Maybe ask them to um, put half in or something. And just, it's all about, you guys, it's all about changing your taste buds and what your mind, your brain is craving. We are made to crave. I know there's a book called that, and we really are. We have these pleasure centers in our brain, and it just, once you get sugar, it just wants more. And some people can handle a little bit of sugar and some can't. So if you are somebody who, once you have that bite of cookie, you want to have the entire sleeve of Girl Scout cookies or whatever, um, you know what? I don't want you to feel um, super guilty about that because there are different levels of susceptibility to sugar addiction. So you might be someone who is just more prone to being addicted to a lot of things. I worked with a client once, and before she started working with me, she's amazing. She quit smoking first and had to quit drinking. And so that kind of made me think, oh, she's born with a more addictive personality, or like um, that's just how her body's wired. That's no fault of her own. And so we worked together, and she ended up giving up on her own desire, gave up sugar and white flour, and it has transformed her life. Now, that's something she had to do. Anyway, so my biggest tip for you today is watch what you put in your coffee and your drinks, and not only sugar, but are you putting a bunch of artificial sweeteners in there? Because those are even more of a trigger for causing sugar addictions. So watch, the artificial sweeteners you might be putting in your coffee, thinking, oh, this is tricking my body. It's really not. And it could actually cause issues. And I experienced that myself. I was drinking this was 20 years ago, 15 years ago. I was drinking a lot of diet sodas. And when I stopped doing that, my cravings for carbohydrates went down so much. It was like such a relief. So yeah, even the artificial sweeteners, it's not tricking your body. It's actually tricking your body almost in the opposite way you want it to. So those are my tips for you. Watch what you're putting in your coffee. Watch what you're drinking. Even tea, what are you putting in those? And there's easy ways you can just start reducing those so your taste buds change, and then your brain changes. It gets used to not relying on that sugar. So um, also, um, so I am doing a sugar shakedown. It starts tonight, you guys, at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm so excited. If you want more tips, please join us. It's 4 weeks from tonight, and it's just so much fun. I did this in February, and it's not about deprivation, you guys, because that does not work. That does not work. That's why we experience yo-yo dieting, because we deprive ourselves during the diet, right? And then when the diet's over, we just go, oh, we can just start living our life again, and we get into a cycle and probably gain even more weight. So this is all about what works for you. It's about what foods can you add into your diet to help reduce those cravings, because a lot of times your body is wanting that sugar and that comfort food because it's missing key nutrients that your body needs. It's just craving the nutrition that you need. So what can you add into your diet instead of always taking away, right? So it's a lot of fun. Don't think that it's no sugar, because that doesn't work. I love a little treat here and there, right? So it's really fun, and it starts tonight. It's not too late to join. I'm out right now, so when I get home, I will put a link in the comments if anybody's interested in taking that. I have a few spots open, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a 4-week Zoom series, and in between that, there's a community off social media where we can post pictures and encourage each other, and just have a lot of fun in there. So I wanted to give you that tip. Think about throughout the day, think about maybe where you're adding some artificial sweeteners and sugars and syrups, and see if you can just start reducing those today. You're going to feel a lot better. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Have a